It's pretty good. We learned a lot. Stop. I can't.
Alright.
Anyway, yeah, we learned about different angles and stuff. And we're definitely going to use some for next year, right?
Titan Pride.
Titan Pride.
Welcome to this summer's episode of Titan TV. I'm your host, Gabrielle Reyes, and we got a packed show for you today. The journalism program at East hits the road, and we catch up with our VHS alumni, who is burning up the track. Lights, camera, get in all the action. Each year, the University Interscholastic League, or UIL, hosts a special journalism event called the Interscholastic League Press Conference. Students from East Journalism Program got to attend the ILPC, and we learned so much. Here are some highlights from our trip, courtesy of yours truly.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Always thank the bus drivers. Always thank them.
Okay, so we just got here.
I love this bus. This is the bus. Hello. We're on the cart. On the cart. So it's the trip with the triplets, tripling. Hey, we tripping, but we're triplets, so we're tripling. I mean, guys, you're falling off.
My drink is very much delicious. I have to match it with the outfit.
Gabby, are you going to broadcast?
I liked him. He was cool. He had like a cool little afro. It was giving Bob Ross.
It was easy to pay attention to him just because he had a really engaging voice and mannerisms.
And he made it really interesting. Austin's so fun.
Using good metaphors and providing interesting stories that we could understand.
I'm trying to find my gum.
I'm just really bad at taking notes, but
It's all in here. I thought it was good. We're going to where?
the secret to good interviews.
Yes. Great interviews. Great.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, that is cool.
Hi.
I need one of those. This is so big. Free pin. A free pin. Yeah.
It's wrapping up.
We just got done with our interview one.
That one was really fun.
She was so. Where's you at?
Sweet.
She was so sweet. Filled up 5 pages of my notes.
I filled up 5,
so
6 pages of
much.
notes because she was really good talker and speaker, and I learned so much from her.
So you're just gonna drop it here anywhere, and then you get a prize. Oh yeah. Okay, ready?
Okay, guys, where should I put it?
Right up here. Yep, you got it. Oh, drop it again. Drop it again. One more time. Playing cards.
I get playing cards. Look, guys, I got playing cards. I got a gift card, guys.
Our thoughts on our last one. I liked him. He was
Wait,
really
hold on. Which one was it? It was the
10 things to add to
10
your yearbook or
ways
something.
to improve your yearbook.
Yes. And I liked it. He was fun. He was silly.
But he did engage with us, and he asked us questions to ask our peers.
Yeah. Yes, and I really liked that.
Oh, look, guys! We're going to Chipotle. We are 1 minute away, my mans. It's the triplets taking a tripling.
Okay, so Chipotle was packed. So we are at Sweet Green. I got black beans, broccoli, romaine lettuce, quinoa, and avocado with no crisp in it. And I got salmon. And I also got, let's say, 3 gift cards.
We didn't go to Chipotle because there was a line
was
out the door.
Yeah, okay.
And I didn't want to wait there for that long. And we still have so long to eat. We have to leave by 12:45. I'm thinking 12:50. Anyways,
Okay.
we're gonna go walk to a coffee shop maybe?
Yes,
It's
we're
right
getting
here.
coffee.
And then we're gonna go walk back because I think it's time to go. Yeah, it's a good time right now. So
Now it's time to skedaddle.
we're going back to campus.
My food was a 10 out of 10.
Six Toes, if you're watching,
He
this is a really fun field trip. We love it so much, and we hope you make the best vlog, like a whole like intro, like you know, like a whole.
Welcome back to
So cool. Like, so the sound effects, for sure. Hey guys,
welcome back. Our last, that one was kind of lame. Okay.
I liked him. He was cool, but with the topic,
The topic,
it wasn't.
I wasn't like, like the other ones. Like the other ones, I was like kind of actually like, where'd she go? Oh, she didn't there? I was like actually kind of like intrigued. And this one, I guess he couldn't say anything.
My notes were literally like. Let's look at them. Hold on. Like, I drew it, and then I drew something like this, swimming. I tried to make it like swimming, and then track. He was very like on track, which I took personal, but soccer, yeah.
My notes. Football. Learn this.
We're gonna go to, what is it, like Shine? Sparkle and Shine, how to like add color to the yearbook and how to add those cutesy designs for our next yearbook. What happened was the lady was like, if you guess what you're gonna get on the little dropper thing, you get everything. Gabby guessed she got a gift card, and she got the gift card.
Oh my god. Okay, so let's unpack what I got.
So that's her 6 on the packet. If you can show it.
Okay, well,
She got you a gift. She won you a gift.
for you six, I like this.
Yeah.
It's a lens cup, so it looks like a lens holder.
But
So cool.
you could put anything you want in it. I didn't interest in the video.
Welcome back to another vlog.
Hey guys.
Yes!
Is it a picture or is it a video?
It's a video.
Oh, hey!
Carly is selfish and takes up an entire seat, so the rest of us have to have back pain. Yeah. Welcome in.
Can I take a picture of that? Okay, here we go.
I want to get it.
Can you take another one? Okay, thank you.
Bye. Welcome to our snack
Bushy
debrief.
haul.
Our bushy haul part 2.
Sorry, hold on.
Should I try my candy?
1 second.
Wow, what a healthy queen.
Yes.
Now us. What'd you get? Okay, I'm going back to watching.
These?
You know, water.
I'm eating some cookie dough.
Me and Kendall just split this cookie dough. It's gone. I got hot fries and then I got peach tea. And oh, Carly also got cookie dough. Okay, I'm putting my AirPods. Talk too much. Say that.
Can I skedaddle?
Here at East High School, we love when students find their and. This means they graduate with a clear direction of where they are heading after walking the stage. We had a chance to sit down with one of our Titan TV's founding members and hear about her breakout success as a professional race car driver. Sally Mott was a member of the class of 2023 and is now off to the races. Let's check it out.
Welcome to this summer episode of Titan TV, and we have a very special guest with us today. Sally Mott is a founding member of Titan TV. Sally, thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, happy to be here.
And Sally, the audience hasn't seen you in a while. You were almost in every episode last year of Titan TV. So let's catch up on your amazing success.
Yeah, that sounds great.
All right. So what year did you graduate, Sally?
I graduated in 2023 last year.
Last year. So obviously you went to high school through some interesting times. Why don't you talk to us about your journey through high school? Okay.
I will say that your classes, freshman year reading and senior year business English, were like the highlight of my high school career. And you're the teacher that like I remember the most. That I
appreciate that.
I feel like every student has like that one teacher who like in their
Right.
high school career like influenced so much, and they look back, they're like, wow, Mrs. or Mr. just, wow, that teacher just changed my life pretty much. And that's pretty much who you are for me. So.
Well, I appreciate that, Sally. Thank you.
And a lot of it was in the filming stuff. So I learned a lot, like being in front of a camera,
Yeah.
interviewing people, all of that, like literally translated perfectly to what I do now. I have cameras in my face all the time. I'm always getting interviewed, like photographers everywhere. Like it's the way that you hold yourself, and you can't break
Your
in front
composure.
of a camera. Exactly.
Yeah.
You can't be like freaked out if there's a camera. You have to be cool, calm, collected, and you have to be well spoken.
Very true.
So it all kind of started there.
So we had the adventure of launching Titan TV, us and Wes, thanks to a grant that was awarded to us at the district level. But what was it like being a student involved in getting Titan TV off the ground?
Yeah, it was really interesting because we didn't have like the best equipment.
Right.
But I feel like we were like, we had like a hustler, like a grind set. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we didn't have all of that. And we were really trying to like get it out there to like the news. We got the news to come. We traveled to, you know, all the middle schools and some, you know, soccer fields, like all of the venues like we got to go to and actually do a lot of hands-on stuff, which I'm sure you guys do now. But since we didn't have all the like high-tech equipment, we had some, but you know, I feel like we worked a lot harder, like because we did the blanket over the phone and like
Our first teleprompter.
Yeah, it was cool though. Like it was a, you know, core memory almost.
Yeah.
But it was really cool. Like I feel like I learned a lot as a student in media training because I got to be in front of cameras and do interviews and like learn what it's like to have a camera shoved in your face, essentially.
Yeah. So what were some of your favorite events on Titan TV?
I would have to say, I feel like, honestly, the soccer event, going out and being hands-on at events, like doing the field trip stuff where we went to the middle schools and the elementary schools, and we got to like talk to the students, and then going out to the soccer field with Jasmine and like actually getting to kick the ball.
On
and,
your
like,
own, right?
yeah.
I wasn't there.
Yeah, we got to like have this like little independent moment of like, okay, you guys are responsible for getting this footage. It was kind of like having a job. It's like, the deadline is today, like you got to go out there and get it. And then we got to like go be involved, and we had the whole like soccer team cheering for us.
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff. And like, I don't know, it was a really cool, like, it was a cool moment that is so unique to like, if you talk to anybody about their high school career, you're like, who does that?
Yeah,
That's
and
so
I feel
cool.
like it's those unorthodox experiences that leave a mark, because no one's going to remember the essay they wrote for the STAR test. I mean, everybody remembers like, yeah, we read To Kill a Mockingbird, yeah, we watched the movie.
Yeah.
But that was unique. It was different. It challenged you to grow in areas that you wanted to develop. It
Yeah.
wasn't just something you had to do. I feel like it was something exciting that you got to do.
Honestly, I really, really like the editing. Editing is really fun to me. It's almost like an art form, kind of.
Yeah.
And so I remember like a few times you gave me it was like a big iPad. We had a few of them. I don't know if you have more now, but I got to edit like big chunks of segments, like 20 minutes worth of footage that were going to go into the show. And I had a lot of fun with that. I also had a lot of fun like traveling with you guys, because it was almost like a field trip, going out and getting the footage, like going into the elementary school, getting to interact with the kids, like see them do their like science projects.
Right.
That was actually really cool. And like, because we had these big like cameras, big like tripod cameras, and we were recording them, right? And they were like, they kept on like looking at us like, whoa, they're like high school students, oh my god. Like it was really cool. You guys got to see me race and see some really cool cars. They
Yeah.
always bring like some you know, super cars. Honestly, like core memory of high school. I know I keep saying that, but there was a lot. Like it was a good, you know, I'm pretty lucky.
Yeah.
High school career.
So I'll tell you what, Sally, we're going to go to a break real quick, but when we come back, we're going to explore after high school. You know, we at East, we love to have kids find their and, what they're going to do after high school.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about Sally's and right after this.
Become a substitute teacher in Victoria ISD.
Chosen the best place to work in the Victoria County area, Victoria ISD is looking for exceptionally talented individuals to join our team. At VISD, you will find caring, highly qualified teachers, administrators, and other support staff who inspire children to pursue their genius. To explore employment opportunities within the district, navigate to the VISD website and search Job Applications. Applications are only accepted online through the Talent Ed Hire system. And we are back. Sally, your career has really taken off. And can you update the audience on what you've been up to since graduation?
Yeah, so much has changed. I actually did an MX5 Cup race on my own to try to get my name out there because my whole goal was to get nominated for the shootout, win the shootout, and become the scholarship winner for this year. And I was like, that is such a far away goal. Like, that's not gonna happen. There's no way. I have too little experience, like 30 grand to do that. And all up to me to find that sponsorship.
Yeah.
I end up finding 30 grand to run one race.
Wow.
Which is insane because I was like, there's no way this is happening. Like, the deadline was coming up quick, and it makes me believe in like a higher power, to be honest. I'm like, this is crazy. So anyways, I get the funding and I run MX5 Cup race at Road Atlanta. MX5 Cup is like the pinnacle of it, Spec Miata, right? And I'm like, oh my God, I can't do this. And I almost was like, Dad, like I can't. Like, it was one of the worst days of my life.
How did you handle that?
That night, I'm just honest, I'm opening up, but like I was crying very hard. Like, so my dad was like, you know what, I'm not gonna make you do this, you know, even though we got 30 grand to do it, right?
Yeah.
But he's like, I'll tell you what, like, you wake up tomorrow morning and we'll see how you feel. And I woke up and I'm like, you know what, like, let's do it. We're here. If I stop, like, I probably wouldn't have gotten, all this would not happen, right?
Right.
You can't just give up. So I get nominated, and then they announce the finalists. There's 12 finalists, and there's 3 female finalists, right?
Right.
And I was not one of the original 3. And when they were on the Zoom call, like, announcing the names, and it was so depressed. Like, I was like, where do I even go in my career now? Like, we spent 30 grand to get to this race so I could get nominated. It was such a long shot. And so a week before the shootout, they were like,
gosh.
Hey, Sally, you know, someone dropped out. Do you want to come? And I'm like trying to contain my excitement. I'm like, do I want, what? I was like, oh yeah, sure. You know, I'll come. And I'm like, oh my God, dude, this is insane. And I called my dad and he was like, dude, we were both crying. I'll just tell you that. It was really emotional.
That's awesome.
And so I had to start watching videos of this track. Like, I didn't have any sim time on it. This track was not on the sim. Like, I'm like, dude, oh my God, like, I need to get busy right now because it's a week away.
So for our viewers at home, the sim, you actually have a setup where you have sims, short for simulation, where you can test drive the tracks virtually in almost like a video game style setup. What does that look like when you get into the sim? Talk us through the equipment that you've built into that.
Yeah. So a lot of people have, you know, a cheapish, like a Logitech sim. It depends on how much money you want to spend. Some people have sims that actually move when you drive. Like, when you accelerate, it actually goes back, like all this,
so it's got
corner.
A frame, almost the whole chassis.
It has an X, Y. There's a lot of axes that you can get to, like, actually move. So it's pretty cool. I don't have it, you know, to that extent quite, but I actually have a VR. So when I'm, like, in the sim, I'm, like, sitting in the cockpit.
Okay.
Right? Have my steering wheel in front of me. It's cool. Some people have a 3-screen monitor, like, curved around. It just depends on your budget, but so realistic these days. Like, it's insane. Like, the shift points, I drive brand new tracks and then I go to those tracks and I'm like already up to speed, right? I already know the shift points.
Up to speed? Like, I like that.
Yeah, up to speed. No pun intended. But no, super valuable.
So you go in pretty much driving blind. You don't have a lot of experience on this track. It is up to this point. Is it safe to say that's the biggest race of your career?
So it's not a race. It's technically a race, but it's like these sessions, right? You go out, you have a 15-minute session. And they're comparing your lap times with the other competitors, see where you stack up. But it's not just that. It's also how do you interview? Like, how do you present yourself? How do you look on camera?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so one of my friends was one of the fastest guys there. but he didn't do very well on camera and he didn't win it. Like, he should have won it, but he didn't.
Oh my goodness.
And so it's really interesting because there's a lot that goes into being a good racer, right?
Right.
You have to be fast, obviously. You got to get the results, but you also have to be able to get sponsors and make a business and be sustainable. So there's a lot that goes into it. And it also, like, for me, it's kind of cool because I'm a woman in motorsports, right?
Right.
And I have an advantage in that aspect. So I kind of stick out more. So I tried to like capitalize on it without using it too much to my advantage.
I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like that can be both a blessing and a burden because yes, you're more noticeable, more visible because you obviously stand out a little more. But then what other, maybe not stigmas, but what other obstacles come along with being a woman on the circuit?
Well, I think there's a big unspoken like respect thing. You know, there's only 2 girls on the grid right now. That could change at any minute, but like a lot of the guys don't give us the respect we deserve just because we're girls, and like a lot of the females in the past didn't get like a great rep.
Right.
And I have to like stick our noses in there deeper and be like, no, like I actually have this corner. You can't do that, right? Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, which
right.
isn't pretty. But even like talking to people in the paddock, they just talk to you different. It's almost like they baby you in a way, like when you're getting coached, right? My dad's always been really hard on me. He's been like, if I look bad out there and I'm not driving well, he's like, you need to get it together. And I respect that because that's the only way I'm going to get better. If he's like, wow, you did pretty good, you know, that's not doing anyone anything.
No participation trophies.
Exactly. And so I need new coaches and I need to start like learning the coaching style of these other people. And some of them are like, oh, you know, this corner's pretty good. And I'm watching it and I know when I do a corner good or bad, I'm like, that does not look good.
Don't take it easy
What
on
do
me.
you tell? You know, I'm like, tell me that I look like crap if I look like crap because I want to get better, right?
Right.
So it's just a different vibe. You know, you got to kind of tell people like, listen, I'm not soft, like just lay it on thick because I'm going to go out there and do the best I can. I'm not going to like try to drive this corner so I don't crash. Like I got to, you know, drive it 100%. And that's for me to even say that is like the beginning of the season, dude, I was just trying to hold on and not crash.
Yeah.
So now I'm getting more comfortable and I'm like actually driving and getting faster. So it's kind of
So back to your introduction to the shootout. You had to not only be good behind the wheel, but also in front of the camera. And how did it feel when you found out that you were the scholarship winner? Well,
when they announced my name, it was almost a relief.
Yeah.
Of course I was like, oh my God. But I was kind of like scared in a way. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Because we had to sell our Spec Miata, get an MX-5 Cup car all within a month because Daytona was the first race. And this was in November. And so I was like, oh my God. And I was like, this is real now. Like I'm doing a full season of the biggest, like in my eyes, I'm like, this is the biggest thing ever. Like, oh my God. Right. I was really excited, obviously. You know, it was pretty cool. All the work that I put in, you know, paid off. But it was a cool experience. My dad cried. I cried. You know, it was great. But, you know, if that never happened, I wouldn't be here today. So it's definitely grateful for it.
Yeah, so that the way that you have risen through the ranks has been inspiring to a lot of people, and you have sponsors coming on board now. Who are some of the people who want to join Sally Mott Racing?
Well, I have I got some product sponsorship from Celsius. That was pretty cool. I got to put them on my merch and everything, and you know, hold it at the racetrack, drink it, and promote it.
And we even got the nails. Can you show the camera?
I got some matching nails with the peach vibe, which is my favorite flavor. You guys should try it.
Shout out to Celsius.
Yeah.
They are not sponsoring Titan TV, but they are sponsoring Sally Mott.
Yeah. And then I have Cobble Enterprises, which is a personal relationship I have. A very nice lady who stepped up and helped me make some races happen that could not have happened without her. LMR is a family friend, the owner. And some other small ones, but they all matter. My dad has been a big one so far. I mean, he's honestly like sponsored my entire career. So the bigger I get, the more help I'm gonna need though, because we are we're not like huge money people, and I kind of like that because it's forcing me to go out there and network and put myself
Right.
out there and really, really dig, because you know, I appreciate it more when I dig, right? If it's just handed to me, then I'm like, oh, cool, I'm gonna
didn't
go
work for
race, you know? We go burn all this money, and then what's next, right?
Right.
If I work for it, it's gonna feel better, and it's gonna be more rewarding.
You got skin in the game.
Exactly.
That's awesome. Well, Sally, we are inspired by all of your hard work and how it's led to all of this success. And what advice do you have for students maybe following in your footsteps and they're interested in media? Maybe they want to take a class or a club that involves media. What advice do you have for them?
Well, I say you should do it because the more you get involved in high school, the better your experience is going to be, especially if you're passionate about media. Like, the things that you would learn there are going to translate. Everything that I learned in your class translated to real life. Of course, I went in a career path that actually uses that kind of stuff. Obviously, be involved in as much stuff as possible, but like if you're passionate about media, freaking do a media club. Like, going after school, spending a few hours after school, it's going to be so worth it.
Yeah, and even now, occasionally you help out with Kart Chaser, you're behind the camera, but also just being filmed and interviewed, and all of the things that you worked on in high school directly translate into the successful career that you're leading right now.
Exactly.
That's awesome. And so the people who want to keep up with your success, Sally, tell our audience, where can they keep up with you? How do they get in contact with you, especially if they want to be a sponsor?
Well, Instagram, SallyMottRacing.com. My website, my Instagram handle is SallyMottRacing, and then my website, SallyMottRacing.com. Everything is Sally Mott Racing. Definitely check out the website. Just released some new merch. Pretty excited about that.
I got a shirt.
Yep, he's got a shirt. Definitely gonna want some of it because it's pretty cool.
I'll
say that's pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, always looking for people to join the team.
Well, Sally, thank you so much for taking the time to meet with us. We're so proud of you and finding your and. We love to see our students be successful, not just in class, but after they graduate from Victoria East High School. We wish you the best of luck. Do you want to go ahead and send us out one last time with our tagline?
Lights, camera, and get in on the action.
We want to thank everybody who has helped make this episode possible, and we encourage you to keep up with all of our great content we produce this year. You can listen to a variety of student podcasts on Titan Radio, on Spotify, or Apple Podcast. You can also watch our show on the Victoria ISD YouTube channel. We hope you all enjoy the summer as we rest and reload for another amazing school year. Bye!